Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I rise today in support of this bill, and I encourage all my colleagues to support this bill as well. It's a well-known fact that the overfishing in the Atlantic Ocean has caused severe damage in that very, very delicate ecosystem there. It's also a well-known fact that fish, shellfish, shrimp, seafood, everything can be produced on farms around this world to meet those nutritional needs for everybody worldwide. So now is the time for this body to enact this legislation to begin to repair that very, very delicate ecosystem known as the Atlantic Ocean. It's up to us here today to make those conservation efforts to repair that ecosystem by curtailing the overfishing of the Atlantic. And again, I ask all my colleagues to support this legislation. And Mr. Speaker, I yield back my time.
Ms. Brooks from Florida.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dear colleagues, I rise in opposition of this amendment to curtail fishing in the Atlantic. I have 3 reasons why. One was nutritional value, science, and economic impact. Nutritional value. Americans are encouraged to eat healthier. Fish is an excellent source of protein and also a source of omega-3. Ocean aquatic provides nutrient value that cannot easily be synthetically manufactured. Science. In 1999, the U.S. Commerce Department released a report stating U.S. fishermen are often responsible for only a small share of fishing mortality. Also, NOAA and the Department of Commerce already have plans in place. Congress needs to allow those departments to work the issue, and we do not need to legislate on how and what to fish. The steps in their plan include minimizing the size of the limit, limiting 19 coastal sharks, independent advisory board, ban drift nets for tuna, and voluntary workshops. Again, I believe that we need to allow these agencies that are the experts to make this decision. Third, the economic impact. In 2008, ESPN reported 40 million anglers spend $45 billion in tackle, transportation, and lodging. Fishing supports over 1 million jobs. That's 3 times the Postal Service. $34 billion in wages and $16 billion in tax revenue annually. That is 16% increase since 2001. That is greater than the entire EPA budget. So, who in this chamber does not have a fond memory of fishing with your grandparents, your parents, or your children? I urge you to oppose this amendment. I took my nephew on vacation to Disney World, the greatest tourism trap in the United States of America. In March, I spent $1,000, and all he wanted to do was go fishing. Please, I urge you to oppose this amendment. Thank you.
We'll give you 1 minute to decide how you're going to vote on this issue.
Your environmental might be one that
Ask for another 30 seconds. I want to close with fishing in America is a tradition. It goes right up there with watching Amy Griffin drinking sweet tea and eating Southern peanuts.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. All right, is everyone ready to vote? All those voting yea, please raise your yea cards.
What?
All those voting against the nay cards. Overwhelmingly failed. Let's see how you did on this one. for a second to kind of go through a little full debrief on that.
How about a big hand for Cody?